Hello and welcome to this video on the Rollright Stones. We visited the site on the shortest day of 2017, the 21st of December, winter solstice. We arrived on a grey and muddy afternoon and stayed for a couple of hours. There was due to be an official solstice event at Rollright on the 23rd of December, but we were unable to make that event due to Christmas plans. We met some really friendly people at the Stones. First, I would like to explain how you get to Rollright Stones. They're located on the border between Oxfordshire and Warwickshire. We travelled from Birmingham, heading south towards Stratford-upon-Avon and then towards Oxford. When you get to the Red Lion in the village of Long Compton, then you're almost there, but don't take the next right towards Great Rollright. Instead, take the right turn after that, and you'll find the site on your left. In fact, you'll find the site on your left and your right because the King's Stone is on the other side of the road. Despite being just over the road, the King's Stone is in Warwickshire and the rest of the Rollright Stones are in Oxfordshire. Someone put a road right through the middle of the site, a bit like Stonehenge. Rollright Stones actually consist of 3 separate locations. If you go through the main entrance and turn right, you will find yourself at the King's Men, which is the stone circle you probably came here to see. If you turn left and walk for a few minutes, then you'll end up at the Whispering Knights. Go back to the start, cross the road, and you're at the King's Stone. The website rollrightstones.co.uk gives the ages of the 3 sites as follows. The oldest, the Whispering Knights Dolmen, is early Neolithic. That's around 3,800 to 3,500 BC. The King's Men stone circle is late Neolithic, about 2,500 BC. And the King's Stone is early to Middle Bronze Age, circa 1500 BC. The Three Fairies Dancing Sculpture. Banbury-based environmental sculptor David Gosling and his son Adam have just completed a new temporary sculpture of 3 fairies dancing, reflecting one of the many folklore legends associated with the Stones. The sculpture is inspired by a William Blake painting depicting A Midsummer Night's Dream. Shakespeare himself may well have known the Stones, as they are close to the old road from Stratford to London. It is said that the fairies come out to dance around the stones at night. They would emerge from a hole in the rock at the bottom of a former quarry by the King's Stone. Rumour also has it that a local witch called Mother Shipton, also known as Ursula Southill, who lived around 1500 AD, turned the king and his soldiers to stone. The King's Men is a stone circle 33 metres in diameter, currently composed of 77 closely spaced stones. After undertaking limited excavation at the circle in the 1980s, archaeologist George Lambrick concluded that when it had been originally erected, it would have been a more perfect circle than it is today, with each of the stones touching one another, creating a continuous barrier all the way round. He also speculated that the monument's builders intentionally chose the smoother sides of the boulders to face inwards, something evidenced by the fact that the outer facing sides are predominantly rougher in texture. Resistivity and magnetometry surveys undertaken during the 1980s revealed 4 magnetic anomalies within the centre of the circle, possibly representing pits related to the presence of burning. Similar features can be found in other UK stone circles, suggesting that the pit may be an original prehistoric feature. In 1882, the owner of the site re-erected around a third of the stones that had previously fallen. Some stones were moved out of their original positions. The Whispering Knights are the remains of a dolmen lying 400 metres east of the King's Men. 4 standing stones survive, forming a chamber about 2 square metres in area around a 5th stone, probably the collapsed capstone. Dolmens consist of 2 or more standing stones supporting a horizontal roof. They can be found in Asia, Africa and across Europe. In the Basque country, dolmens are attributed to a race of giants called the Gentilac. There is a similar mythology around the giant taula or tables in Menorca. Intact dolmens look like giant stone tables. The Whispering Knights are thought to be the oldest of the Rollright Stones. The Kingstone is a single, weathered monolith 2.4 metres high by 1.5 metres wide, standing 76 metres north of the King's Men. It has been suggested that the Kingstone is an astronomical marker with some relationship to the King's Men. This is much harder to see now as the road and hedgerows run between the two. Interestingly, the stone only aligns with the rising of the star Capella as it would have appeared around 1750 BC. It might be interesting to investigate older alignments. In 1976, Aubrey Burle suggested that the Kingstone might be a landmark to guide you towards the King's Men. It has also been suggested that the stone is a surviving remnant of a stone avenue that once led towards the King's Men.
Standing here looking, I just think, yeah, right. We get into a circle and everybody holds hands, and then you just feel the energy of it, and there's a real sense of time, or for me anyway, there's a real sense of timelessness, and all the people who've been coming here for thousands of years.